Hello, everybody. You're looking live inside the Olympic Arena here in Rades, just on the outskirts of Tunis. We're in Tunisia, and it's the Afrobasket 2015 final between Nigeria in green and Angola in the white. And Nigeria win the opening tip. Nigeria is searching for their first Afrobasket title. Al Farouk goes up a little bit weak on the shot, and Angola step out of bounds.
So no surprises on the matchups, really. It is Paolo guarding Al Farouk. Nigeria immediately tried to put him in the low post. You know, Al Farouk, in the game where Nigeria played their worst, was by far his worst performance. So he's a key guy, really. This is a key matchup.
Al Farouk at the line, a high arcing shot, and the battle for the rebound. And it's Alade Aminu, his brother, who was terrific against Gorgui Dieng yesterday, as well as Lawal. Here he is. So 14 seconds put on the shot clock after Morea picks up his first foul. Now the inbounds pass right into the hands of Carlos Moraes. Lionel Paolo gets inside, and they find Costa wide open, and he, instead of taking it, tries to pass to Morea, who thought the three-pointer was going up. And I think I agree with Morea. It was wide open.
Yeah, I mean, it's a difficult one, isn't it? Great play from Nigeria, inside, outside. This
Oguchi.
can't happen.
And Alade Aminu with another offensive rebound.
I mean, you are dicing with death to let Champaguchi get that much space. You're right, you know, Costa probably should have taken the three. I think he just saw Morea, and he was so wide open. But if he's not looking at it, you know, he's not going to catch it, is he?
Well, Oguchi might miss one or two, but he will eventually find his stroke.
Yeah, and he has incredible confidence in it as well, which is an important thing.
Lawal hands it off. Now Al Farouk again. And Al Farouk throws into the hands of Costa. Another turnover. The Angolans off and running. And they pass it back out to Paolo. And his ball is intercepted by Al Farouk.
Twice Angola have overpassed when they should have taken the shot.
Ume goes right down the lane and misses with the left-handed layup or runner. So a little bit of nerves here, perhaps, for both of these teams. Morea. And Morea scores the first points of the game.
Yeah, I mean, if you haven't seen him, he does have that jump shot in his lockup. He'll ball fake as well and make a one-dribble pull-up from around that range. But you've got to say, apart from the defensive rebounding.
Well, they find Al Farouk inside, and again, he doesn't get the ball in the hoop, but this time he draws the foul.
I was about to say, and I stopped. You know, up until that point, the Angolan defense very good in the half court. You know, they know the scout, they were prepared, they knew exactly how to be playing the Nigerians, but they've got to make sure they rebound.
A little bit of a nervous start. Al Farouk. Second one is good for the NBA player, and the long pass up to Moraes, and he gets swatted from Shane Lawal. So Lawal's on the SWAT team tonight, and Moraes answers with a three-pointer from the corner.
I mean, he is a guy that just oozes confidence for Angola. Carlos Moraes, he finishes plays as well as anybody in this tournament.
Now back to Alade Aminu. And strong rebound from Al Farouk. And Lawal gets inside, and he misses a layup. And Butterfingers, the ball slips off the hands of Alade Aminu and over to Angola. Boy, Lawal's not going to miss many of those. Now Costa puts up the three. And a foul on the rebound called against Nigeria.
I mean, Nigeria steps slow right now, offensively and defensively, you know, missing some little cheap ones around the ring, leaving it short. Then defensively, they've allowed Costa to get space, Moraes as well.
And now they allow Mingus to get it down on the low block. And Will Voigt is not looking happy as the Nigeria coach. He burns an early timeout.
Take shots if they're getting them. You know, the biggest concern is they're just giving up such cheap stuff defensively. So already they've gone to the bench. Agidi and Uzo in early.
Well, Uzo wasn't ready for that pass, and traveling called on Leonel Paulo.
And again, Al Farouk's turnovers in the big game against Tunisia, I think it was 7. And already, you know, just a terrible pass from him.
Oh, great start for Angola. Great opportunity anyway. Now Chamberlain Oguchi flies in and tries to get the contact. Now Angola out on the break. And Leonel Paulo attacks and is blocked by Al Farouk. Just held his ground. Hustled back on defense. Oguchi for 3.
It's a crazy thing to say. When you guard in Oguchi, you don't want him to shoot from the outside. You want to make him get to the ring.
Well, Mingus scored down low. Here's Marias putting it up another 3. And the ball went out of bounds. So it goes back over to Nigeria. This was Paulo when he went down and was blocked from Al Farouk. See the offensive and defensive rebounds for both teams here early, favoring Nigeria, but they've only scored 1 point. Now, Alade Minu on the baseline, and we'll see if that calms down the Tigers. Mingus backs up. Ogidi puts up a little jump hook.
That's his shot. Mingus, he likes that jump hook in the middle. And they're daring Uzu to shoot from the perimeter.
And the foul called on Costa. So that's going to be, is that Maria lacing him up to come back in? Or no, that's Indoniema. Indoniema, who brings perhaps a little bit more on offense than Leonel Paulo.
But they get smaller, and Al Farouk is so big at that 3 spot.
Well, Nigeria try to get an easy one.
Yeah, look for Nigeria to run a shuffle screen. So Al Farouk to start on the 3-point line, receive like a back screen to go to the opposite block in the low post, where he'll try and post up against Indonesia.
Saw Moncho Lopez bending over and talking to his players. And now the reach and the steal, and careless play there by Nigeria. Already.
Just mental breakdowns, not executing offensively. You know, it's a simple thing. It's an out-of-bounds play. No, Alade Aminu didn't clear the space like he was supposed to. This is where Uzu can change the game on the defensive end.
Mingus for 3. And Yannick Marrero is challenging from behind, but Alade Aminu collects another rebound. He now has 4 rebounds. Oguchi. Well, great catch from Alade Aminu. The block coming from behind. Now Ogidi puts up the shot, and Aminu this time called for the push.
Angola aren't the biggest team. You know, Moreira's got good size, but apart from that, they've got a lot of undersized guys. They just do a really good job, usually rebounding, and their bigs are underrated and for the way that they can play defense. They're versatile, they can switch, they can guard the perimeter, they're strong enough to hold their position on the inside. You know, and that's a key for the way Angola play.
So Lawal comes back in to the game for Alade Aminu. Gives him a breather here. And Mingus passes back outside to Maria. And Maria puts up a shot just before the end of the shot clock, or just before the buzzer. Uzo now. Uzo flies nowhere to go. They might be able to get away with that against some teams here, but they're not going to get away with it against Angola, are they?
No, and Moreira did a very good job and has done in protecting the ring.
Ooh. This is what these two teams have been preparing for all summer. And pass into the corner over to Agidi, and he misses. And the ball out to Chamberlain Oguchi, and Champ Oguchi gives the famous salute as if to say, aye, aye, sir.
Yeah, well, there's one. It won't be the last, I'm sure of that. The concern for Nigeria, Agidi is the one that's on the floor to stretch it for Nigeria. You know, they need him to knock down those threes to free up the inside.
They've also got Benija. And Ndoniema drove in trying to get the foul. Mingus followed the shot up and doesn't rebound it. Goes out of bounds over to Nigeria. And has Ogidi lost his contact?
His lens, yeah. And Mingus with a great opportunity there.
You know, Angola they've had their opportunities, but they haven't been able to pull away. Look at this three from Oguchi. That kind of came out of a little bit of chaos, didn't it? Benija now into the game, and Ogidi remains in the game. So Al Farouk takes a breather here late in the first quarter. Lawal drives in, draws the foul. Felizardo Ambrosio.
Smart from Lawal to use that speed that he has. Didn't really think about it too much. Attacked early on Ambrosio.
Reggie Moore also in the game for Angola, number 11, their naturalized player. He's guarding the ball. Benija currently playing basketball, college basketball in America at Syracuse. And now, ball batted back outside. Uzo goes up and draws the foul. Boy, they're really challenging those shots at the rim, aren't they?
Yeah, but 16-9 on the glass right now in favor of Nigeria. That's something Angola's just got to stop for it to have any opportunity in this one. You know, Uzu, they forced him low shot clock to take a tough shot, take a tough one, but they get it back.
And the free throw is no good. So again, a little struggles here for Nigeria early on. Basket is good. So we have a 7-all game. Ndoniema left open for three. That's good.
It's going to be a more up and down game than we saw yesterday in either of the semi-finals. Both these two teams like to run, like to get in the open floor when they get the chance.
Lawal turns and goes up strong around Reggie Moore.
It's a very quick move from Lawal. Very unusual for you to see him sneak through that gap to get to the ring.
Ndoniema's just hit one but misses, and Ogidi gets the rebound ahead of Reggie Moore.
Well, numbers.
Benija left open. And Carlos Moraes taps it into the direction of Costa. And Moraes was fouled by Uzo as he drove to the basket. Uzo's playing without the goggles tonight. He took them off last night. He's got an eye condition which affects also his arm, which prevented him from playing basketball for a while, and he'd been wearing goggles pretty much for the entire tournament. He said the goggles didn't really bother him, but now he's taking them off. I think Will Voigt was upset that he gave him shots.
Yeah. Absolutely. Referee said he picked up the ball, was going to the ring. It's a closer start as we expected, really, isn't it? Into the end of the first quarter, nothing in it.
Free throw good. Good, and Uzo just kind of lost his footing as he got into the lane.
Yeah. It's the right foot, isn't it? Just went from under him. I see Nigerian coaching staff.
Yep, they've got an assistant from Norway. Matthias sitting next to Will Voigt. They've got an assistant with the Philadelphia 76ers as well. Ambrosio passes out to Costa, and Indoniema, that's a bad possession for Angola. Moncho Lopez has to be concerned.
It's just too passive for Angola. When they've been aggressive, when they've been confident, they've been good. You know, you think of the three from Indoniema. It might have been a bit early, but, you know, he just stepped up and took it. Same, I think, for Costa. I like him when he scores a little bit more than he looks to a lot of the time. I think it adds to his game. I think it makes it easier for him to find people and pass when he's got the threat of the shot.
Foul down low. So Reggie Moore picks up the foul, his second. And see if this gets Ogidi into his shooting rhythm. Stanley Okoye's come in, number 10 for Nigeria. Remember, Nigeria went on that big roll a couple of years ago, got to the quarterfinals and lost. He only makes one of two. So they've avoided that slip, and here they are in the final. Get the ball back with Uzo now. Final 14 seconds of the first quarter. Ogidi puts up a little short jumper. Moore with the rebound. They've got to hurry. Costa pushes it up quickly. Over to Indoniema. Back to Reggie Moore. Fouled, shooting the three-pointer, and that is a mistake, to put it mildly, from Shane Lawal. Yeah. What do you think?
I'm not sure, to be honest.
You think he sold it?
Maybe. I would like to be closer, but if you look out, you know, he's a long way from the basket, Reggie Moore. He's a big couple of steps outside the three-point line. You got to understand that at the end of a quarter, you can't have a breakdown like this. You know, these are the types of mistakes that cost you games.
Makes the second.
Just one of three for
So
Moore.
missed opportunity for Moore. So it wasn't as bad as it could have been for Nigeria. They only trailed 13-10 at the end of one.
Just 3 of 19 in that first quarter.
So 13-10, Angola on top of Nigeria here at the start of the second quarter. We're in Tunisia. The winner of this game qualifies for the next year's Olympics in Brazil. And the turnover goes out of bounds. So back over to the Tigers. Oyedeji has come into the game, big number 15, the center.
All 5 starters on the floor for Nigeria. It's just the lineup early in the tournament didn't really give him a spark because it's gone on. You know, Uzo and Benajur especially have created a lot. You know, they've been key.
Ogidi, well, sort of a tough shot there on the baseline.
Great D, Ambrosio.
And Reggie Moore drives in with short. Now Okoye in the open floor and kind of lost it. Had to go back and get it. Benajur makes the entry pass inside to Ogidi.
It's going to be 3 or more. Just wrapped the hands around the waist, I think.
So tough start to this final.
Yeah.
Yep, tough start to this final for Reggie Moore.
Yeah. And he's a versatile player for Angola. Can play inside, can play outside, posts up smaller guys, but can also hit the 3. Hasn't played at his best in this tournament. This will be interesting. Moreira on Ogidi. Ogidi will stretch him out. Sometimes I wonder about Moreira being able to guard the perimeter.
Well, Benajur explodes down the lane and draws the foul. Now, that was an impressive move, how they just kind of spread the floor and let their youngster attack the rim.
Yeah, Angola are trying to show away from the screen, force him into where there should be help, but Benajur just blew past it. And he is not afraid of attacking the ring, is he? We saw him get the dunk on Salah Mejri early in this tournament.
Yeah, I thought he had more of a reputation as a jump shooter,
Yeah.
but I've been more impressed with his aggressive getting to the rim. Now Braulio Moraes into the game as well, the younger brother of Carlos Moraes.
They've gone press, and now usually they slip back into the zone.
And technical foul has been called on Uzo for flopping. So a free throw. Watch this.
There's contact. He did go down easy though, didn't he? And with 2 fouls on him, that changes things for Nigeria. He came in really early, and it's his defense, it's the aggressive way he plays defense, which is the main weapon he has. And picking up those fouls, I don't know if he'll be able to do that now. And he's going to stay on Carlos Moraes.
Well, big play. And Moreira drives into the lane, but basket won't count.
Let's have a look.
I would have thought that was a shooting foul.
Yeah, it looked like he'd picked the ball up. He was in the motion of going to the ring. But it's called before.
The referee from Côte d'Ivoire, Ngonsan. Well, I suppose you could say that Angola got the benefit of the flop, but they come away with no points there. Now, Uzo drives in. That's his answer to a flop.
He's the other guy from Nigeria, just terrorizes the ring. Can get there and finish no matter who's in front of him. Yeah.
And Ambrosio fouled by Udeji.
Udeji's no doubt on what he's doing. As soon as the spin comes, he's making sure that Ambrosio is not going to get a score. Already 3 fouls on Angola in this second quarter.
So Indonyema is going to come out. Moraes comes out, and a real sharpshooter comes in, Roberto Fortes. And also Leonel Paulo, there he is, back into the game. Now Moreira kind of drifts into the lane. Oh, what hustle from Uzo. Gets it back, but only into the hands of Leonel Paulo. And they're adding some seconds, or taking it away because it didn't hit What is it?
Should be 14 because they hit the ring.
Right.
And then
saying 24 because of the possession.
Oh yeah, because
he had possession.
Yeah,
Uzo.
exactly. Uzo got it in 2 hands and threw it back in. So it's 24 seconds. Possession went to Nigeria, and now it's gone back to Angola.
That's interesting. Moncho Lopez wasn't arguing at all for that. Well, we're all knotted at 14. Moraes, high arcing jump shot. And Morea knocks it out of bounds.
Moraes has got to find a way to get to the ring. You know, that's what he can do. He can create off the dribble, get all the way for finishes rather than stop short and pull up.
So, timeout has been called with 7:24 remaining in the second quarter.
Every time they came on was the opportunity for teams to come back at Nigeria. But as the tournament's gone on, this has been their strength. You know, Uzo, Benajay coming off the bench.
I'll tell you, that's about as emotional as we've seen Moncho Lopez in this entire Afrobasket. He was really challenging his players. Yep, this unit has been good for Nigeria. As you said, it would appear to be slightly vulnerable, but it hasn't been the case. Now Okoye gets a little space, drives in, and the foul, and no foul, and the ball goes over to Angola. Now Mingus. And Braulio Moraes again, another jump shot, and that was not liked by his coach. And now the turnover, careless play from Uzo, 2-on-2. And Morea can barely get his hands on it. Now he's got it, and he tries to make the pass.
In the end, it wasn't bad, was it, from Morea?
No.
But the whole way he was doing that move, you almost shut your eyes as if to say, oh, something bad's going to happen here for Angola. You know, he did try to find a really good look to the inside. It was just deflected. It wasn't a bad play at all from him.
This time as Ambrosio drives in, Felizardo Ambrosio, and he does get the foul called, and that is going to be a welcomed sight
Well,
for Moncho Lopez.
Excuse me, Jeff. They're trying to use Ambrosio, aren't they? They've gone to him a lot in that low block. Hasn't really come up with too much so far.
So Felizardo Ambrosio misses the first. Has yet to score. And 2 missed free throws, and now Angola. They're struggling a little bit. 4 of 8 at the line. Ume has come back into the game. He's got it. He's going to launch it. Now Morea turns, gets in the lane, and puts it up. And that's much better for Angola.
Yeah, that's a very impressive low post move for him. He doesn't really have a great back to the basket game, Morea, at this moment in time. But good recognition. He had the mismatch on Benajay and just turned and shot over the top of him. First field goal for Angola in that quarter, in this quarter.
Champaguchi hands it off the law wall, and that's an unsportsmanlike foul on Lionel Paulo. So Nigeria are going to run out to see their center. Watch this.
I think he's going to be okay.
Yeah, he'll be all right, but it was definitely a foul. And Will Voigt got the foul called. He got the unsportsmanlike.
Second on Paolo, is it? Yep.
So Benedict comes out of the game. And Lowell makes the first. I'd love for him to get going.
He's a guy you cheer for, isn't he, really?
Yeah.
Just the way he plays, you can't help but like the character that he shows, the charisma, but more than anything, he just works hard. And you want to see people that work hard have success.
Alade Aminu, rather, the long jump shot. And now Fortes on a 1-on-2 break. Is he going to go all the way? He's going to bank, going to put it off. And now Felizardo Ambrosio fouls Lowell.
It's going to be 2 shots at the other end.
So maybe Fortes would have done better to wait there. He did get an open shot.
It's a delicate balance with the fact that they've been struggling for offense so much.
Yeah.
Sometimes going early helps because you get an early one. You know, you haven't been able to score in the half court, so you try and get something before you get to the half court situation. The problem is if you don't score, it just gives the ball straight back to Nigeria.
So Nigeria now on top. I believe this is their first lead, certainly their biggest lead. This is their biggest lead.
Yes, it is. They've been tied a few times, but never taken the lead.
So Valdelicio Joaquim is going to come in for Angola. Moraes for 3, good! Well, that lead did not last long.
He started pretty well, hasn't he, Carlos Moraes? He scored points.
But they have not put all of the points on the board for Nigeria.
No, the score's completely wrong. 19-18 it should be right now. Yeah. So we've got some confusion.
So the Nigerian bench right now is trying to get their points put up on the board. But Angola's basket hasn't been put on the board either. So here we go again. We've had a couple of issues in this tournament. So they went to 8. They went up 18-16, and then Moraes. There you go. That's it.
Yeah, 19-18.
So now it needs to be 19-18. Well,
this has happened a couple of times.
No, it's more than that.
In this tournament. And you just want the score to be correct. That's the most important thing. It doesn't matter if there's a stoppage in the game. It doesn't matter if there's problems. It's just got to be correct. So Angola at 19, that's right. And Nigeria at 18.
That's it. That's correct. So that was a big three-pointer from Moraes, although the coach is trying to get him to attack the rim more.
Well, Joaquim in number 10 hasn't played a lot, but he's a very offensive-minded big for Angola. Here he is. It's going to be called for the 3 seconds. You know, he'll get shots up. He can shoot mid-range. He can finish around the post. You know, when he comes in, he's trying to score. That's kind of his role, to give them a scoring punch on the inside.
Now the foul's going to be called on Fortes in there, wrapping up a Nigerian defender. Really, the game is just kind of slow to a snail's pace.
Yeah, every time it looks like it's going to get going, a whistle and a foul. And the referees are doing a good job. They are fouls. But you know, obviously it means so much to these players. They don't want to give up an opening.
So Al-Farouq Aminu back in the game.
He's been quiet, though. Just his second point. He's got
he's been on the bench.
3 rebounds, 0 assists.
He's been on the bench for a long stretch here.
Yeah, he's only played 8 minutes.
Second one is good. He's Mr. Energizer. See if he can get it going for Nigeria. Moves his feet. It's in front. Now, Valdelicio Joaquim. Oguchi for 3. Good! No substitute for that.
Angola wanted a timeout.
And almost an air ball. Somehow, or was an air ball. Mingus or Fortes was able to save it.
Al-Farouq has so much size on Carlos Moraes to challenge that 3-point shot.
Now Moraes for 3. And Mingus grabs the rebound. Being played like a chess match right now.
7 on the clock.
And the charge on Braulio Moraes. And Moncho Lopez has to call timeout. Well, Champaguchi has a game-high 9 points right now. Coming off a huge semifinal against Senegal. And turnover. Now Moraes goes in.
Great follow.
That's Moraes with 9. I was wrong on that. It's Champaguchi. Has the 2 threes. And the turnaround is good from Alade Aminu.
And that's a tough finish from Alade Aminu. He's probably hit, I mean, Loal's shown a bit in recent games, but Alade Aminu is probably their best low post scorer.
And it goes to Valdelicio Joaquim, and he has the ball stripped.
Great hustle to get it back, though.
And the jump ball. And it goes back over to Nigeria, who are in the ascendancy.
Oh, some
good
great
hands.
yeah. It looked like a foul to me on the first one. You see the replay again, though. Excellent call from the official.
Lawal hands it off to Al-Farouq. Oh, and he goes up for the dunk in the and one. Well, now Al-Farouq emerges.
I mean, look at this. 2 Angolan defenders knock into each other. Al-Farouq just explodes to the ring when the opportunity's been given. And here he comes to life now. Takes him to 6.
And Nigeria up by 7. We saw him get up on top of Senegal, but they weren't able to put him away. And we'll see how they can stamp their authority on this game, or are we going to see Angola wake up here? Moraes, another 3, nope. And Valdelicio Joaquim kept it alive, but couldn't corral it. You feel like the game's starting to get away a little bit from Angola?
Yeah, there's always crucial periods, and again, Nigeria going to run here. It's going to give them great confidence getting into the second half. You know, for Angola, if they can recover it, then they'll be comfortable. Oguchi.
Yep, Oguchi misses, but offensive rebound for Lawal, and he gets inside, and that's a goaltend. And he sticks his tongue out as he runs down the floor. That is a tough make right there.
Yes, it is. I mean, he's trapped under the backboard, just, you know, comes out on the far side somehow.
Valdelicio Joaquim misses badly, and Angola are regressing. And the foul in the and one. Another drive to the basket. And another free throw coming from Michael Ume.
And this last minute can't go quickly enough for Angola right now. They just need the half to end.
Their fans here beside us are stunned. It's not been a great sequence for Valdelithio Joaquim.
I mean, he goes out complaining. You can see he was frustrated. He was saying stuff to the bench, but no, it hasn't been a good stretch for him.
Well, in the final minute of the first half, and Nigeria going on a run here, and Angola need to stop the bleeding. Fortes hits a big three.
That's a huge basket right there. Now Angola need a stop and a score to really just get some confidence into the second half, but instead
they get a foul.
And Aguchi's going to go to the line.
Here's Fortes. That's a deep three, but then he commits the foul at the other end. So Alade Minu's coming out. Ogidi comes back in. And the free throw is good from Champ Aguchi. Makes both. Now he's got 8 points, and it's back to a 10-point lead. Well, Nigeria could end up getting it back as well, depending on how quickly they shoot it. Yep, they put it up and misses badly. And then Costa barrels in to Aguchi and puts him on the free throw line once more.
There's nothing working for Angola. Every little thing, you know, Joaquim on the left there, he came in. He had a couple of great opportunities, but it just rolled out on him, or he missed, or the rebound, you know, hit the finger and went out of bounds. Now Costa's close to a rebound. Rather than him get it, it's two free throws to Champ Aguchi at the opposite end.
You want to hustle, but you have to be smart, don't you?
It's a thin line.
So Aguchi misses, but another opportunity. Oh no, a foul.
Yeah.
Has been called on Ambrosio. Wasn't that he was getting into the lane early. So he's fouled Lawal. And now Lawal goes to the line with Nigeria up by 11.
Third foul on Ambrosio. Done a decent job at the line, Nigeria. They've shot 21 free throws in this first half. Angola only shot 8. And the difference is Angola 4 of 8, Nigeria 16 for 21, 17 points from the line.
And now Lowell has a game-high 10 points. Had that great drive. Well, Angola want to get something here before the end. And Ambrosio just turns it over. And the long one, oh, it was the right distance, just a little bit to the left. But Nigeria will take that as Shane Lowell waves his teammates on. Let's go. Let's go talk about it, guys. Let's go get a drink. We're leading at 37-24. 37-24, the lead for Nigeria over Angola. It's gone horribly wrong so far here in the final of Afrobasket 2015 for Angola, but they've still got 20 minutes to turn this thing around as they go for a 12th title in this competition in the past 14 editions. Costa puts up a three, and a strong rebound from Alade Aminu.
A good start from Angola will give them confidence. It will mean that they've got plenty of time to get back into this game. So often we've seen Teams trailing. They can come out, play well at the start of the third. It makes it a completely different game very quickly.
Lowell gets inside, has it taken away by Lionel Paulo. Angola need points, and they need them now. Now Lionel Paulo thinks about going straight at Iguchi, passes it back outside to Marias. Ends up taking a short jump shot. Now back to Al-Farouq Aminu, and there was contact but no call. Well, Marias gets inside. Costa again puts up a three. Well, I guess they're trying to speed the game up a little bit.
Yeah.
And that can work, but it can also backfire horribly.
I think both teams will be happy with a quicker tempo. Costa's got to start to score.
Costa.
0 points.
Yep, now the steal from Lionel Paulo. Paulo gets it on the break, and unsportsmanlike foul called against Nigeria.
And that's going to help. They get the shots plus possession as well. As you said, at the start of a third quarter, if you're trailing, you can really come out at the start of the third quarter. You know, get that momentum, get yourselves back in the game. You want one little spurt there.
Well, big play here early in the third quarter, and really it's just what Angola need, but now they have to take advantage. And that is not taking advantage. They are struggling at the line. We've seen this from several teams in this competition.
It's amazing to know that Lionel Paulo was the leading scorer in the Angolan League. Leading scorer and MVP, because, you know, in this tournament, he hasn't looked like he has offense at all. It's been all about his defense, and he's given nothing to them offensively whatsoever. They are now just 4 of 10 from the line, Angola. So they've only made 4 free throws. The other side, Nigeria, got 17 makes right now.
Where do Angola turn right now? Do they go to Indoniema? Well, Marias is going to put up a three. And the save. Now, Alade Aminu gets it to his brother, and he wasn't able to beat Marias, but Marias knocked it out of bounds. So from an unsportsmanlike foul, which also gives you possession, Angola came away with nothing.
And that's kind of summed up the game for Angola, hasn't it? You know, great opportunity. They're right there, but they just haven't been able to take it.
Al-Farouq gets it over to Alade Aminu. Ume over to Iguchi. He hands it off to Alade Aminu, and Alade Aminu puts it up and in. And the Tigers stretch their lead to 15. Carlos Marias. Now Mingus with 4 on the shot clock. 3. Paulo. Boy, that was a brick.
Angola going to burn an early timeout here as well.
And the pass almost eluded. He wasn't able to save it inbounds. Al-Farouq.
You know, we said he's probably not a great finisher at the ring, not, you know, an elite level finisher, but you can be sure the other guys, Lowell, Al-Farouq, and Alade Aminu, are going to be able to finish a really high percentage wide open.
Marias now attacks, puts it up, misses, and Maria gets it back, puts it up, and a foul called on Lawal from behind.
Better play from Angola. Marias, you know, created, got a good look, and Moreira was there.
There you see challenging, and there he is from behind. I tell you, if he got him, he only just nicked him. So Giddy's going to come in, presumably for Lawal. He's like, I didn't foul him.
has added some scoring, hasn't he, last couple of games? It's doubled figures both games, 12 today. He's actually the leading scorer for Nigeria right now.
So that gets it back to 14. You know, maybe in this situation you just need as well Maria just to turn him loose. You know, get him the ball, let him try to create, because they don't look very good.
So they're going to change the defense. See if this can, you know, adjust for them. Give them something. 2-3 zone. Got to know where Oguchi is, though.
Well, out to Ogidi for a jumper. I think that Angola will settle for that.
Yeah, it's the right guy they want shooting the three.
And now Mingus puts up a three. They're just trying to get it all back at once. Umek for three. And the rebound, Alade Aminu, and Al Farouk takes it back. Now Reggie Moore will come in. He's a three-point threat. Al Farouk. Oh, nobody boxed out Umek. He was blocked from behind.
Paolo did well to recover, but he was the guy that fell asleep. He's going to go out in the Nima. So the more offensive-minded team for Angola now, with Moore on the floor, and then Danima. They know they just need to get the offense moving.
Absolutely.
If they don't start scoring soon, it's just going to be too late.
Long one, and Reggie Moore wasn't able to bring it down. And the tip in for Nigeria. Ogidi gets inside, gets his first points. Boy, the well is dry right now for Angola.
Yeah, quick shots for them as well.
Alade Aminu traveled.
Yeah, I think it was the right call, just slightly late.
Inside it goes, Moraes. See if that sparks him to life.
He started to curl off that screen. Twice he's got that same shot. The first time, defender challenged better than that one, and that's why he missed, but Moreira there to put it in. This time, he was wide open, and we know Nigeria did have those struggles against the zone of Senegal. You know, really, it was Champaguchi coming to life in the second half was the only thing they could get going against it. Oguchi along the baseline.
Oguchi from the corner. And they live to tell the tale now.
3-on-2.
Rice gets it over to Indoniema. Steps over, puts up a three. Count it! And just like that, it's back to a 10-point game.
The zone has helped. They've got to know where Oguchi is, though. And now they've put Benadja in, but he turns it over. Another chance to run.
No, just went right through the hands of Benadja. Inside to Maria. He puts it up with confidence and hits it.
I mean, we've seen a better back to the basket game from him today than all tournament. That's two nice post moves he's made. And you can see Angola starting to believe now.
They may have to go back to Lawal with the 3 fouls. Benadja.
Look at how stagnant the offense has gone for Nigeria once more.
Now Giddy for 3. Good! Finally hits one.
Well, Giddy is out on the floor to do exactly that, stretch the defense. He hasn't been able to do it, but all will be forgotten if he can make that a couple more times.
And Alade kicked that ball. Yeah. Well, they've dug themselves a hole. It's not going to be easy for Angola.
Right, but again, the aim right now has just got to be single digits going into the fourth.
Well, they get it Nigeria get it back now. The clock is ticking on both of these teams. They're in the title game of the Afrobasket. Benija, everybody's standing around, you're right. And they settle for a tough shot. And Costa just takes it right away from Ogidi. And Uzo tries to reach in and take it away, and the ball goes off of Moore. Boy, that was an interesting sequence.
Yeah. Again, Angola just can't get, a rhythm, a period of play, rather than just, a couple of scores here and there. They can't get minutes together.
Oguchi for three, and he's fouled shooting the three by Indonyema.
Yeah, it just didn't give him the space to come down.
Well, that's what a great shooter does. He draws the foul. So free throw good from Oguchi. And the momentum had shifted just a little bit with the Indonyema three and the Morea play in the low post. And now Nigeria have gone back in front by 13 and 14. And that foul was on Alade Aminu. So that's his second. So Braulio Moraes, who's going to provide some inspiration now. Carlos Moraes drives in, gets it right where he wants to be, lays it up over the rim and just misses it. It's incredible, isn't it? How they've just kind of stemmed the flow of points from Angola all of a sudden.
Gucci's open.
For three. And the follow. And a foul called from behind, I believe, on Moraes.
Yeah. And they're looking around, aren't they, Angola? Complaining to each other. They're separated. Nigeria huddling up.
Boy, they are really just looking comfortable almost. Started to get shaky. Second one good from Ogidi. He's playing well here in the third quarter.
And they're just shooting the 81% from the line now. 22 of 27.
Winner of this game wins the title of the Afrobasket and qualifies for the Olympics. So the stakes are major. 7 on the shot clock. And the reach, the steal, I think it was Benija that kind of got in there and took it away. No, it was Ogidi that did. And now Ogidi puts up a three. So now for the final minute of the third quarter. Indonyema for three. That's good.
Oh, he shot it well, hasn't he? From the three-point line, Indonyema, 3 of 4. 13 still.
Back to 13.
Yeah.
Still plenty of time. They've got to get some stops and get some makes. Uzo drifts in, misses. Alade Aminu with the rebound, passes it back outside to Benija. Uzo with 2 on the shot clock, and he gets it off just in time. Now Angola, will they wait for one or will they hurry up? Oh, Carlos Moraes just lost it. Gives it back to Nigeria. An unsportsmanlike foul has been called on Angola. They are just imploding.
They are. They're falling apart, aren't they? These are the times where you've got to pull together as a five. No one person's going to get you back into the game.
So unsportsmanlike, heads bowed over there on the bench, the Angola bench. And Oguchi makes the first one. So we saw Nigeria lose in the quarterfinals 2 years ago in a big upset to Senegal. And here they are now looking pretty convincing against Angola.
Yeah, we said, did that loss against Tunisia come at the right time? They took it in the group stages.
Yeah, I don't think there's any
rather
question.
than the knockout, and it really has seemed to inspire them. Angola got one foul to give here.
So Ume's going to try to put it up. All right, did not get it off in time, but Nigeria nevertheless go to the bench, still on top by 15 points. They led by as many as 6 points earlier in the game, but they are trailing right now by 15. Now Benija. Ogidi goes baseline, spins back outside to Uzo. Uzo puts it up and is blocked, but a foul. Well, the long faces there in the crowd of the Angolans. They've traveled a long way from the bottom of Africa up to the north.
I don't think he's happy with the call, is he?
No. He very clearly said that's not a foul. I was surprised the foul was called, actually, but I couldn't see the reach. Well, the lead is ballooned to 16. That's as big as it's been all game, and now they have their biggest lead of the game, 17 points. A tournament where we've really had a lot of close games, a lot of thrillers. This one is decidedly in the favor of the team in green, the Tigers. Raulio Moraes puts up a jumper. Good! That's a three.
I needed to hit it because he looked off Endenima, and he's going to try and pick up now. Guard up the floor.
So that gets it back to 14 points. See if that's something they can build on. Now Benija. Ume for three. And the long rebound back out to the Tigers. Now Benija for three. Good!
Well, he has been quiet in this final. 5 points now. They've been playing better and better as this tournament has gone on.
Reggie Moore puts up a three. And Angola. Desperate, desperate times for the powerhouses of Africa. Lawal thinks about it. He does. He puts it up and puts up an air ball.
That's why there's such discrepancy. I mean, it's 21 offensive rebounds for Nigeria. They have more offensive rebounds than Angola have defensive rebounds.
Bounce pass to Ambrosio and traveling. Now Angola have to get back and try to get some full court pressure here, but some long looks, long faces. Uzo. Well, Can they beat the pressure? Yes, they can. Now Benija passes back to Ogidi. And another offensive rebound for the Tigers. Boy, just pure domination on the glass, 50-27. And they get a shot clock violation. They forget about the shot clock. Just passing it around. Well, it couldn't be going any better for that team, could it? Will Voigt, he was calm early when things didn't look good for Nigeria. Morais puts up a three, short. Uzo drifts into the lane, puts it up and in. 19 points now the lead for Nigeria.
You just cannot see where this spark's going to come from Angola. I wonder about whether they have the heart to get back. That's a good start. Braulio gets to the ring the first time, really. He's got to the paint, isn't it, in this entire game.
Try to trap Uzo, but he passes out easily over to Ogidi. Now Benija.
I mean, if two players are going to trap, everybody else has got to be ready to rotate to try and steal in this situation. But here Angola have two players run to the ball, and you know, it's just an easy pass out. All you're doing then is allowing an easy pass out and the others to play 4 attackers against your remaining 3 defenders.
Now the dump down low. And another basket for Ogidi. He's got 10 now, so he's in double figures. Terrific second half for him. Braulio again, another one, second in a row. But they've got to get some stops and some rebounds.
Yeah. It's the trouble whenever they do get a stop. Nigeria hit the offensive glass. It's more likely they get an offensive rebound than Angola get the defensive one.
Ndoniema with his hands all over Al Farouk. So Uzo comes out, Oguchi comes in. Years and years and years of pent-up frustration probably for Nigerian basketball fans, all being unleashed here tonight. Alley-oop pass, and Al Farouk not able to convert. Costa over to Ndoniema for 3, and Al Farouk hustles down to get the rebound. Blocking foul called on Ambrosio. Well, were they ready to play tonight, Angola? Were they, they came out, they had the early lead, but they didn't really, they had some opportunities they did take advantage. They were struggling offensively in the first half.
Yeah, I think that they came to play, they wanted the game, they were fired up, but, just the Nigerian performance has been better. They really have taken away Angola from certain areas. They contained their penetration in the first half.
Well, they find Costa open for 3, and Costa's not knocking down any jumpers these days.
No.
And Ndoniema puts up another one. No, they get it to Morea, and he is fouled. Oh, that was a pretty physical foul, wasn't it?
Yeah. I was also watching the Angolan players, arguing, And you've seen this a lot through the tournament. You know, they're just frustrated. They think their teammates should be elsewhere, and they tell them that, oh, you should have moved over here. And the teammate argues back, and no, I shouldn't be over here. I'm supposed to be doing this. And, you know, it's just a lot of miscommunication, a lot of guys just not being on the same page.
Second free throw good, gets it back to 16 points. Well, we've been saying it all game, but now there is absolutely no margin for error. I mean, Angola have got to make their move.
But the problem is this Nigerian team has been so good from the line. It's got so many weapons. It's playing with, you know, Champaguchi fresh. He's only just come back onto the floor. And if you help or double team, leave him open, then we know he can knock it down.
So the inbounds pass. And Maria. Now, and the shot made by Maria that gets it back to 14 points. So it's 14 points. It's not impossible, but, you know, it can still happen here for Nigeria.
Plenty of time, but they got to start hitting. They need some threes. They need a spark.
Ball hit out of bounds. But they've got the ball. They're down 14. Three-pointer would get it to 11. Maybe they'll go inside. It's going to be Braulio Moraes. Good! Well, that gives them a little bit of hope. Maybe Nigeria will get tight. You never know.
Yeah. Angola have still got to believe that they've got a chance. That's the main thing. They've got a tie up here.
Oguchi.
Now they can't foul, under 10.
Yeah, and Nigeria content to take seconds off the clock. And they whip it over to Ogidi for three, and stays out. Now again, another opportunity.
Rice is going to be open. No.
And Rice is going to drive down the lane, take a crazy shot, and Costa hustles, gets it back to get it over to Moraes for three, and misses.
Started off making everything Carlos Moraes early in the game. Thought he looked really sharp.
Drives in.
Yeah, thought Moraes looked really sharp, but then from that point, 3 of 18 now, just 2 of 10 for three.
Well, I know you can't have the same guy shoot every time, but his brother, the younger Moraes there, Braulio, had just made a three.
Yeah.
He didn't get a touch. So, tough shooting night for the Angolans. Alade Amino out of the game. Free throw shooting tonight, Nigeria has been extremely good. And uses a little bit of rim and backboard that time. So he is 5 of 6 today, or tonight. Al Farouk.
But 27 for 33 now for the team. It's just tremendous shooting from Nigeria. And a tournament where we've seen a lot of bad foul shooting. It's given them just a substantial advantage in this game.
Now, Yannick Moreira turns, puts up a difficult shot, and makes it. Gets it back to 10.
Still a lot of time.
Absolutely. And we saw how Nigeria did not close out Senegal.
And the Angolan fans are starting to make some noise now. You get into single digits, it just looks a lot better. You feel better, but...
Well, early in the shot clock, and he hits it anyway. Chamberlain Oguchi, 17 points. You could be looking at the MVP, folks. Braulio Moraes, and that Oguchi three-pointer was a dagger. Michael Ume. Another three for Oguchi. And Lawal gets the rebound, misses. Uzo there for the putback. And that is probably encapsulates the entire game.
Yeah, absolutely. Nigeria in transition, finding Oguchi open, getting their, a lead player for them, shots where he wants them, and then the effort to get second and third shot opportunities.
Mingus buries a three. Back to 11. And Oguchi drives up, draws the foul at the line. Remember when he had that 30-point earlier in the tournament? I can't remember who it was against. The coach took him out, and afterwards Oguchi said, "I wish he'd left me in. I wanted to go for 45."
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't look to be slowing down in this one either, does he? Even though they're up, it can run time. It's twice he's taken quick shots.
Well, he didn't play 2 years ago, did he? They missed him.
Yeah.
And obviously, having seen him play this summer, he had probably 3 excellent games, and really, really came to play in crunch time here. Now, he makes one of 2. Carlos Moraes, and is blocked by Al Farouk at the rim and draws the foul, so he goes to the line. Al Farouk doesn't want to give away anything, does he?
That's how competitive he is.
So it's a 12-point game. Again, if he makes these, but he doesn't. I was going to say, he gets it back down to 10.
I mean, you just think a run's going to come from Angola, but then the trouble is time's just ticking away on them, isn't it?
Yeah.
Every time you think, this might be the spark, you look up and it was 3 minutes, 2 minutes, now we're at a minute and a half.
Yep. Clock is definitely the enemy. The trap. Oguchi. Oh, Costa took it away from Oguchi and then went into the hands of Al Farouk. Did they get it?
Yeah,
just in time. And now Will Voigt tells his guys, let's don't be in a rush here. Let's spread it out. Al Farouk drives in and makes the shot. Braulio Moraes off the back of the rim. And now inside the final minute. And Nigeria up by 13. They are looking like they're going to be Afrobasket champions for the first time in their history, which is quite amazing when you think about it.
Yeah. I mean, that's just a tremendous one-on-one move. Al Farouk, inside-outside dribble, and he just glides past Moreira to get the 2.
And obviously, 3 years ago, we were in Caracas where Nigeria had to go after getting the bronze in 2011. And they made a lot of noise there by clinching an Olympic qualifying place and playing in London. This time, if they win this game, which it looks like they probably will, they will go ahead and punch their ticket. They won't have to go to the qualifying tournament. And who's going to want to play? Well, everybody's going to want to play, aren't they, for Nigeria? Yeah. Oh, you made the Olympics. Can I play?
Yeah, absolutely.
So now you have a different set of circumstances. Angola, they have certainly been over them. We just thought maybe they had cleared and they were going to be out to play in a big game tonight at their best. But it has not turned out to be the case. But full marks, full credit to Nigeria for coming out and dominating. So long faces over there on the Angolan bench. This will mean that once again, they are going to have to go the hard route to one of the 3 Olympic qualifying tournaments to try to get to Rio, and those are not easy to win. Mingus Three-pointer is good. Gets it back to 10. And Al-Farouq was content just to sit back, draw the foul from Yannick Moreira.
Work on his average a little more. Get 2 easy ones.
Well, what will Angola do now? Let's see. I don't want to write them off too quickly here, but it does seem a huge task for Angola. I'm guessing that Will Voigt, if Nigeria go on and win this thing, he'll be the coach for the Olympics. I don't know. That would seem to be a surprise if he wasn't. And what's going to happen with Moncho Lopez as well with Angola? All these factors. Look at Al-Farouq Amino, his numbers. And now Moraes finally makes a three-pointer. Well, that gets it back to 71-63. Get a turnover to get it to Oguchi. And they waited and they fouled him. 21 seconds left on the game clock. It's going to be a quiet bus back to the team hotel for Angola. So Champ Oguchi, a member of the Olympic team 3 years ago, he's got 18 points. That is a game high, 18 points. Now 19 points. I'd probably pick him for the best player. And nice drive from Costa. 15 seconds left, another foul called on Carlos Moraes. So they're getting to the finish line slowly but surely. Earlier today, we saw Tunisia pull together, bounce back from last night's loss to Angola to win the third-place game. They prevailed against Senegal. And those two teams also will go to FIBA Olympic qualifying tournaments. Tunisia played at the Olympics in 2012, and they've been great hosts for this Afrobasket. Second one is good. So they need 3 3-pointers. Can they do it? Of course they can. Moraes. And goes in and out. And Oguchi makes it. So the Tigers, long suffering, kept off the top of the podium. They are almost there.
Yes,
the question is, will they get it done by today, or will it be tomorrow? How would you evaluate Carlos Moraes' tournament overall, the former Afrobasket MVP of 2 years ago?
Good, but not great. You know, I think he's played well, but he's a player that probably is better as a finisher than a creator. And he hasn't had a lot of people out there creating shots for him, so he's had to go looking for it himself, and that's hurt him.
Well, that's it, folks. Nigeria have finally reached the top of the Afrobasket podium. They have knocked off the real powerhouses in African basketball, Angola, and it was a convincing win, 74-65.